All right.
Come on. There we go. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay,
It's good.
so yep, I'm Dylan Olson, solutions architect here at CADTalk, and today we're going to discuss kind of, Business Central for manufacturing and, it won't work without a bill of material. About myself, I'm a former manufacturing engineer, worked as a manufacturing engineer for a little over a decade and as a CAD designer for a couple years before that. Implemented dozens of instances of CADTalk across numerous ERPs and CAD systems. And my background is in industrial engineering and product design. About CADTalk, CADTalk is the world's first and only software leveraging AI to transform engineering bills of materials from virtually any CAD, PDM, or PLM application into manufacturing bills of materials and routings. We have over 18 years of experience, trusted globally across 5 continents, empowering hundreds of manufacturers worldwide and process over 1 million BOMs a year. So the why behind integrating your CAD, PDM, or PLM with Business Central, the biggest things are the cleaner data. So removing any of those data inaccuracies that can happen when you're doing some of that manual data entry. Smarter data, as Business Central and other ERPs embrace AI advances, you need more and more information and data. Otherwise, you're kind of behind the curve. Time savings, the manual data entry is tedious and well below the pay grade of a well-trained engineer. And just getting yourself back to do the time or back doing the things that you want to do. So your bill of materials are the backbone of your manufacturing, and you don't need to rely on manual BOM entry anymore. There is a better way. And so now I will show CADTalk. So today I'm showing a demonstration of SolidWorks to Business Central. And our goal is to be able to create or update items in Business Central, create or update those bills of materials. And I'm going to show it with production BOMs and routings. We have the ability to work to assembly BOMs as well. So I will log into Business Central here. We can see CADTalk enabled as an add-in, just like any other add-in inside of SolidWorks. And so you will log into Business Central with your own user account. Good old MFA. So now CADTalk is logging into Business Central inside of SolidWorks here, and we're going to take this information from the model and transform kind of the structure from the SolidWorks tree and gather all of the properties and transform those to spots in Business Central to enable the correct business processes that are needed. So to do that, I will click Load SolidWorks File. And I have a prompt here for configuration of this file. I'm showing the 4 gear set, so I'm going to load that. And now CADTalk is running through all of these transformations. We can see it running through expressions down in the bottom. And these are expressions that we configure through our implementation process with a customer to understand what their business processes are and what their CAD standards are, and how we can enable all of those processes to go from CAD into Business Central. So we'll see we have this stacked block icon. This is representing the item in Business Central. Here is our routing structure header with a routing. And then here is our production BOM header. And the single block line represents the bill of material line in Business Central. And then we have the linked item as well. So we have the ability to configure the display depending on which object we're selected on. If it's a BOM line or an item, we can show different information. So then here we could show quantity, which we have it shown. So we can see all of that information. And CADTalk is traffic light color coded, meaning everything that is red does not exist in Business Central, but this is all of the information we're looking to propose or to populate into Business Central. And we have this save icon here. If there's any validation errors, so missing the required data inside of Business Central to create an item or a BOM line, anything like that, we are working to the same validation rules that Business Central has. So we have to have that data to be able to save it over. So for instance, If I remove the description, we'll get an error saying description is required. So I can put it back in. And now our save function is there. So we can save, and this is going to go through, create all of these items inside of Business Central, create that production BOM header, and then add all of the materials to that BOM inside of Business Central. And we'll see once it's been synced, everything will turn green, saying that it exists and matches now inside of Business Central. So we can go in and find that item. So here we have that item. If I select the item, we can look at the BOM that was created for it. And so here's the BOM. So in just a short amount of time, we were able to transform all of that data from CAD and put it into the ERP. Along with that, so I talked about the traffic light color coding. If we had a property that changed, let's say the description is going to change, those icons will be yellow, saying that there's an update being made, and any field that is being changed will be highlighted yellow as well. And with all of those fields that are highlighted yellow, if you right click on it, you can see what the original is, which is what is in Business Central currently, and the current is what we're proposing to change it to. And as I mentioned, CADTalk is a platform product, meaning we don't do any customizations to CADTalk, but it is fully configurable. So with our rules engine that I talked about, configuring all of those rules to enable the business processes keeps us from having to create custom versions of CADTalk to install with customers, while being able to maintain like the latest versions of Business Central that get pushed, latest versions of CAD that get updated, so not causing any downtime for customers. So any final thoughts and questions? Talked about it being a platform product. We have a QR code here to schedule a demonstration if you'd like. And thank you.